welcome to the homestead. So we just collected 100 birds. They are 6.5 weeks old, and we're gonna do a smaller batch of birds for our first batch and see how it goes. We just collected them, and they'll probably be around 3 to maybe 5 pounds, some of them. They grew quite well. They grow better when it's dry and warm out, and it's very important to do all the little details right. We didn't have any problems this year. We didn't lose many birds. We had water and feed to them at all times, and yeah, so they grew well, and we're doing 100 now, and in a week and a half we'll do the other 200. Head over here to the processing area and show you how we do that.
Okay, so here's our butcher area, processing our chickens, and then you can just walk us through how exactly you do it.
This is the Kilima spinner. Put them in here, cut their throat on each side, drain them into the bucket. A good trick is to put oil or lard on these cones inside and out, and then when you clean up, the blood comes off very easily.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna scrub pretty hard and everything. We got an abundance of lard, so we rubbed lard on it. So we kill 8 at a time here, and then after that we dip. This is the scalder. We'll dip 4 or 5 at a time in there. This is new this year. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a help or a hindrance. I don't know. We'll try it.
Yeah, so we'll try it. You could always just hold them by their feet and hand dunk them.
So over here, we dip them in here for 55 seconds, and you want the water running at 147 degrees.
147 degrees.
It's 147 degrees. You dip around 55 seconds. You can tell. That's why you want to keep a clock.
With a second hand?
Second hand, so you can see it. So you dip them in there, and if this part's done right, this part works perfect. Water here, spinner here. If the scald is too much, it'll break their skin. If the scald is too little, the feathers won't come off well. So it's pretty easy to tell if you're doing it right. So from here, they'll come out ready to eviscerate, and then we do that here. We got hoses hanging down. These help a lot. So if we got 3 people processing, we all got our own hoses, buckets for the guts. We save the hearts and livers. People like to purchase them.
Yep, and the
These. This is the cooling station. Cool them in here. Get them down to 55 degrees, like what the well water is. Then over here we get this going up to like 180 degrees or so, and that's where we dip.
Yep, with this water.
That's where we dip the shrink bags to shrink around. All right, here we go. A minute 12. I'm doing 50 seconds because the water's a little hotter than normal. 45 to 50 seconds. You can put a little soap in the water too sometimes, especially with ducks. Put a lot of soap in the water with ducks. Alright, that's about 47 seconds.
My favorite part is this part,
Make sure you drain your water out good or you will run out of water.
Run out of water where? In the scalder?
Scalder. water on here. This part goes pretty quick if the scalding is done right. This part goes pretty
Hi,
quick.
Chicky. Grab this guy. You?
Still seems like the
Daddy, I need to pluck that feathers out of his butt.
water's a little hot.
Feathers in his butt.
Babe,
Feathers in his
grab them
butt.
out for me. Come on.
You crazy boy. Help your father.
Grab them for me.
Pluck those butt feathers.
Get them out of the sun, eh?
Take the chicken out of the sun.
This is how you process the birds. I like to line them up and do one step at a time, so I'll do all the legs together. You save some of the nice ones. Knives aren't that sharp. It's not a bad idea to wear a chainmail glove too. So that part's done. Now I turn them all this way. If the heads are still on them, you can use your table to pull them off like that. Okay, so now we're gonna release the crop. So you go under here, like that. Crop's always on the right side when they're facing this way. You release that. That'll come out the back end when you pull the intestines out. I found it quicker when you do each step on all of them versus trying to finish one fully.
And make sure you're constantly rinsing the chickens as you're gutting them, because their skin will turn green just if they're sitting in some of their blood.
Okay, that part's done. Turn them all this way. Now you're gonna cut in the side like that, in the side like that, around the butthole there, and then do that. Do that with each one. And if we do them right, you don't hit the intestines. Everything comes out together. You'll hit the intestines once in a while. If you do, just rinse it off. Sharp knife helps. This knife is a little dull. I could go quicker if I had a sharp one. Okay, so that's all the cutting. Now start going there like this. Go behind everything. Just pull it out. That's the crop from the front side that we released. Sometimes the windpipe doesn't go with. Just pull that out separately. It's your heart, your livers. And then to get the lungs out, you gotta reach. They're in the ribs. They're kind of tricky. You gotta go kind of under them. It's easy to miss that.
They do sell spoons to get those out too, but we don't use those.
It's just another thing. Okay, so there you can see I hit the gallbladder. There's a little bit of green. Make sure to get that off right away. See why it's handy to have a hose right above you. We used to have a hose on the ground or behind us. Reach around 50 times while you're processing. Save the hearts and livers. That was a good clean when everything came out. So we do these birds seasonally. We only process during the summer, and it's a good way to use everything because you can compost your guts. You can use your extra water, just water the ground when the ground needs it, versus doing this stuff in the winter and the waste has nowhere to go. The ground can't utilize the waste in the winter. And these birds were thrown right back on the pasture, and they didn't have to go anywhere. They go from here to our customers.
Yep, right into the freezer, right in the store.
Okay, the last step is to take the tail off. Tail there. Alright, there you go. Doesn't take too long to go to a nice product.
Right in the chili.
It's well watered.
And apple cider vinegar in the water.